welcome guys to another episode of Talking Points, and in this one I'll be talking about the Reds' latest match against Bayern Leverkusen in this season's first game in the Champions League. And United came away with a very impressive victory, 4-2 on the night at Old Trafford, and given the Reds a really solid start to their Champions League campaign. Bayern Leverkusen were, touted as the best, as the third best Bundesliga team, and unfortunately for them on the night it didn't work out. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to United for the way that they dealt with the counter-attacking threats of Leverkusen, and also the quality that we showed on the night as well. So overall I thought it was a deserved victory. And now let's go over the points that I came up with during the match. So the first one, a lot of you guys probably will definitely agree with me, and it's that Rooney looking really sharp and passionate once again. Obviously, as you know, what I said on the weekend was that Rooney looked a bit rusty in some of his touches, but I have to say, hold my hand up here, Rooney really performed really well on the night and definitely got his Midas touch back, and just running at Leverkusen's defence all night long, creating, and obviously with the 2 goals taking him to the 200 tally in the United charts, and takes him to 4th place behind Bobby Charlton, Dennis Law and Jack Rowley. So Rooney, if he does commit to the Reds and sign a new extension, I believe Rooney will one day overtake Bobby Charlton's wonderful goal scoring record at United, which at the moment is 249, and Rooney is on 200. So if he does perform like he is doing now and on the form that he is, there's no reason to believe that within 2 or 3 seasons he will definitely surpass that number and target. So like I said, that he scored 2 goals on the night. The first one was a bit contentious because of the way that Leverkusen, they protested about the involvement that Valencia had, and also when he was blocking Ben Leno, their goalkeeper. But also on the build-up, there were some contentious things about Evra being offside also. So in that, but you can't take away the finish from Rooney. It was a scruffy finish, side-footed into the ground, and then just bounced over Leno. The second one was really well taken, deceived the goalkeeper with the eyes, and then just slotted into the near post. So Rooney getting his finishing touch once again. He also got an assist for Valencia's goal, which was a good counter-attack from United. Rooney with the final ball to Valencia, really good weighted ball as well. Again, his work rate was really great, interchanging with Shinji Kagawa, who I'll go over his performance in a minute. And yeah, just overall his work rate, interchange, worked back really hard, and overall just I thought it was a brilliant performance from Wayne Rooney, and the one that we all know he's capable of. But however, one slight sour note I guess was that after the game, when asked by Gabriel Klopp at ITV whether he was, about his transfer request, whatever else that happened over the summer, Rooney just bluntly responded, he just concentrated on his football. And I think that does tell a story really that he did definitely, or unofficially, definitely did ask for a transfer. But again, it's good that now he's on the pitch showing his commitment to the football side of United. I really couldn't care less whether he's happy off the pitch or not. Obviously, from all accounts, he doesn't seem to be affected at all off the pitch, and is not creating a bad atmosphere. So in that regard, I think it's a positive. Rooney is really 100% committed to the club, and that's all that matters, and he's producing great results on the pitch. So the second point I came up was the outstanding performance also of Fellaini, making his first start for United. And I thought in the first half, I thought that was the most balanced and most assured performance I've ever seen United for a very long time. I mean, the balance Fellaini offers, because it allows Carrick then to move forward, producing his really precise passes, whilst Fellaini is taking a lot of the majority of the defensive work off Carrick as well. So that was the major plus point, I think, because although Fellaini came in, it then freed up Michael Carrick to do more imaginative work further up. But again, I thought Fellaini, again, his passing and his technical ability isn't something to be laughed at. He was really impressive again. Simple but effective passing, and in a majority of the time, he combined well with Patrice Evra and Shinji Kagawa on the left-hand side. And in that regard, in that trio as well, it allowed Kagawa to drift more inside to, do his and play his number 10 role centrally, because then Fellaini, he knew that Fellaini would cover him out wide on the left. So I think Kagawa, in able to, effectively do his work, he does rely a bit on Fellaini's defensive abilities in order to function in the team. So in that regard, I think Fellaini offered a huge insight into why David Moyes bought him. I think now he's already justifying the fee and outlay that United done for him in the summer. So the third point I want to talk about is obviously Shinji Kagawa getting his first start and a good amount of minutes this season. And I thought that he offers something a lot different from the other wingers. We all know Shinji Kagawa is not blessed with superhuman pace or the most trickery, but I thought on the night he drifted in, performed really well. Intricate little plays that a lot of the journalists have missed, I believe. If you look at his individual performance highlights, you can see the little deft passes, the little turns and all that really makes a huge difference. Allowing Evra to free up the space, and then him interchanging Rooney, really good. So like I said, more imagination out wide, and it allows David Moyes to replicate Steven Pienaar and Leighton Baines at Everton. And I thought Kagawa, again, it's great to see him starting, and hopefully he'll get more game time from now on, and just hopes that David Moyes have faith. And because a lot of you guys, including myself, have a lot of faith in Kagawa, and we think that he's a top player, and so just hopefully David Moyes can transfer that into more and future team selections. So the last point I want to talk about is defence looked really solid. Like I said, in the first half, I thought we looked really assured and never looked like conceding. Obviously, like I said before, Marouane Fellaini's defensive abilities and aerial ability obviously helped out, because then it meant that Ferdinand and Vidic were not always engaged with battle with Stefan Kiesling. Chris Smalling came in for Fabio, just for tactical awareness by David Moyes, knowing that Leverkusen are a very big team, so he needed another high advantage, and then Chris Smalling prevented a definite goal for Kiesling on the night as well. So I think that was justifiable to include, not the best ball player in the world, but again, his aerial defensive qualities was really outstanding. In the second half, we did drop off a bit, but highlighted by David De Gea's mistake on the second goal for Leverkusen. But again, I don't think there's a lot to be, punishing by. Obviously, it was a mistake, no doubt about that. But I think we should just move on. And, it's better for him to make a mistake in this sort of type and environment where we were comfortable winning, and therefore, it doesn't cost us a huge deal. Obviously, we want him to, be perfect all the time. But again, every goalkeeper is bound to make a mistake, and just it's about how many they can keep out during the season that will make them a top class goalkeeper. But again, nothing to worry about. I think by De Gea's performance, overall his performance was really good, and I don't think it can be underlined how important the partnership of Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic was last night, because again, the defense looked more assured when those two are together, and I expect them to play again on Sunday at the Etihad against City. But I think in the next few weeks we might have a kind of like rotation with Johnny Evans coming in for one of them, probably more likely Rio Ferdinand, Chris Smalling, and also Phil Jones rotating in. So in that regard, I think it's looking good for us that we are better defensively. Obviously, we still conceded 2 last night, but it's encouraging signs. So overall, what do you guys think of the points I raised up in this video? If you agree, disagree, please leave it below in the comment section. And if else, you can like this video for me, comment like I said, and also subscribe to the channel for more content. You can check me out on Twitter at ManUnitedDaily, or go to the website ManUnitedDaily.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.